Hi guys, what's good? What's poppin'? My name is Rhea and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna review the Huda Beauty Tantour and I am a medium skin tone clearly. So I want to do it for all those medium skin, Indian skin tone gals out there who have a similar skin tone. I will leave all my foundation shades and kind of references down below so you guys can kind of know approximately what shade I am, so you guys can possibly get the same shade or, you know, get a color darker or lighter if you are a little bit darker or lighter than me. I'll show you more of the product when I show you the try on portion of this video. I just want to talk a little bit about the product before we get into that section. So this retails for $30 US, and over here in Australia I paid $41 for it. If I'm not wrong, if I am, I'll insert the correct price here, but if I'm not wrong, then that's what the price is. So what it claims to be on the Huda Beauty website: a luxurious creamed powder contour and bronzer. This deeply pigmented cream to powder bronzer gives you a natural bronzed look or a dramatic contour as you layer and build. Tantour combines a balance of shadow and warmth for a luminous matte glow that is never dull. Blending seamlessly, the long-lasting formula is both water and sweat resistant. She also said you can use a fluffy side of a brush or you can blend with a sponge. So I'm gonna try out in the try on portion one side with the sponge, one side with the brush, so you can see how both kind of turn out and the effects of both. But the shade I got was the shade Light, and I went in store to swatch it because I wanted to be 100%, because girl, if I'm spending 41 bucks on a Tantour or a bronzer, I want it to match me perfectly. And when swatching it, I was actually contemplating getting Fair instead of Light, but I think Light was the perfect choice. Watching it, it was quite versatile, and I was thinking that this would have been too dark for my skin, but now that I got it and swatched it and played around with it for a bit, I think that this is the perfect color for me. If you really do like these type of videos and want to see more videos like this on different type of products, whether that be foundations, palettes, or innovative products like the Tantour, then definitely give this video a like and subscribe. You don't have to do it right now. I know you haven't seen much of the video, but I'd love it if you would give a like and subscribe at the end. It would help me out a lot and just show you guys like these type of videos. Without further ado and further blabbing, let us hop right into the try on portion. So let's hop right into the review. This is what the carton looks like. It is just a simple plain black packaging, and I got this in the shade Light. And don't mind me being without concealer, I'm just working on another video while I'm trying to film this video. Let me just get this baby out. And this is what this looks like. This comes with a little sealant right here which you can just pop off and pop back on. And this is just to prevent it from drying out, which I find genius. And honestly, when I first looked at it, I was kind of scared because it appeared quite red. But when I swatch it on the back of my hand, it pulls both warm but also has a mustardy kind of olivey undertone, which I like in my contour, and less red when I swatch it. But I know some people like that red kind of undertone. So I'm going to be doing one side with a brush and the other with the sponge and see how it kind of blends out on the skin. But immediately when I put it at the back of my hand and just blend it out, it literally does not feel sticky in any way. It literally feels like it's dry and not matte. It still feels like hydrating, but it feels like it's dried down and set into place. So I'm just taking this contour really lightly on this Stilazzi. It's a face primer brush, but I'm just gonna pop this where I usually pop my contour just in the hollows of my cheek right here. I'm not going too far down because obviously it's just not going to work for my face shape. And then I'm just going to blend it up. And this, as you can see, I'm pretty sure this is speaking for itself, but this is blending beautifully and I feel like it's very, very buildable. And it doesn't feel like a cream formula. It feels really nice and powdery. Like not powdery, but velvety finish. So I'm going to go a little bit crazy. Again, I'm just keeping the contour where I would usually contour, like right here. So it does set down quite quickly. So if I were you guys, I would be doing a little bit at a time and not letting it sit. Wow, but this is blending. Like I'm hardly applying any pressure. And this is blending so beautifully. And honestly, I can just take this brush as well and just blend it out. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I think that this brush would work just fine. This really does sculpt, but it gives that warmth as well. It's really hard to describe, but it's really, really beautiful. In person, this is like the perfect combination of a bronzer because it does give that warmth, but it has that greeny mustardy undertone, which I personally live for. Apologies for the background noise. You know, I do not live in this house alone. Other people live here as well, so I'm just doing my best to get this video up. So I'm gonna blend out this side with the Real Techniques, I was gonna say Real Techniques Beauty Blender, but it's just a sponge, but this is like a limited edition pink version. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this Tantour and I'm gonna draw it on, but I'm gonna blend it out with the sponge to see if it just soaks up straight away or blends out just as well. Oh my god, this is blending out so well. I've tried many cream bronzes because I'm a fan of cream contouring and just contouring and highlighting in general. And I've never had something blend out so beautifully in my life. And I have oily skin and this doesn't feel oily or heavy on the skin. If you would have told me, you know, this is what the cream bronzer would have looked like, I would have never, like, I would have been like, no, it must feel like thousands of layers on your face. It must feel heavy, oily, greasy. But it literally feels like nothing. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Whether you guys like the brush side better or the sponge side better. I personally, honestly, like this side a little bit better because I like my contour a little bit more like snatched, locked, not being clocked, you know? And this is very natural. This is like, did I cream contour? Did I not cream contour? You will never know. You know what I mean? So this is like giving you two different effects, but they both look stunning on both sides. So I am going to put on the rest of my face and I will be right back. Oh, I completely forgot. Also, we're gonna be contouring my nose. I completely forgot about where I usually contour. So for contouring my nose, I'm going to be taking the Smudge Stilazzi brush and just dipping it in there. I really want to test and see how it works on my nose because some bronzers, they work really well for like your face, but when it comes to your nose, it can really pull orange and look quite unnatural. So I really want to see how this works. Just gonna blend it in with my finger. This feels so freaking lightweight. I cannot emphasize this enough. If this lasts all day, you best believe this is gonna be going in my everyday drawer. And I know what you guys are wondering. You guys are wondering, this is the most awful contour I've ever seen in my entire life. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it later. This is just the usual process. You have to look somewhat crazy before you kind of try and perfect it, and everything comes together at the end. But overall, this is a very nice match. It doesn't pull too orange. It looks very natural. So guys, I pretty much just put in a clip of me just setting my face with powder. I did not do any sort of powder contouring or bronzing on top because I want this to be a really authentic kind of review of the product. So this is what I did. I literally just put on some blush, a highlighter, and that's pretty much it. I didn't do anything else because I didn't want too many variables in this kind of testing makeup. But I'm really happy with that, how this is looking like, and honestly this is kind of better than how I usually look like on the daily basis with this contour. Honestly, I love this. This is looking super natural. If you would have told me that this is how I can look like with contour, like natural and still contoured, I would not believe you, but I'm super surprised. I'm very, very happy with the outcome, and now it is, let me just grab my phone. It is currently 12:10 right now, so I'll try and check back in with you midday. If not, then I will just check back in with you guys at the end of the day and show you guys how this all wears, and yeah, and then I'll give you my final thoughts and kind of opinions then. But so far I am loving this. I'm living for how it is looking. It looks so gorgeous, natural, like I've contoured and bronzed all in one. I kid you not. And we'll see if it lives up to its expectations. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, I look like a wreck, but it is currently 8:36. I know it's only been 8 hours, but I am so exhausted today. I don't know, I've just done a lot of filming, a lot of editing, and had to run a whole heap of errands. Can you tell I'm out of breath? I am exhausted. I feel like I'm just gonna take my makeup off for the night. I know this is a little bit early and I really apologize for that, but I just wanted to show you and keep you up to date on its wear time. And this is my makeup and how it looks like. I haven't touched up, I haven't done anything, so it is a little bit oily here. That's because I haven't touched up like at all, and usually I would touch up maybe once by now, so that's just my natural oiliness. But in terms of the contour, it still looks poppin'. Like, it still looks snatched, it still looks good, and yeah, I'm so surprised it stayed on my nose, which was like my #1 concern. Nothing is faded and nothing is patchy. Everything has stayed in place, and it looks exactly how it looked like since I like applied it. So I am super, honestly not that surprised, but I'm super happy with that. I'm just like looking at my viewfinder, looking in mirror to make sure everything kind of is true to how I say it is. I honestly can probably say that this would last till around the 12 o'clock mark. This would last a full like 12 hours because it's been 8 and nothing has budged, like absolutely nothing. It still looks fresh around the perimeter, blended. I'm very happy. I honestly thought my nose contour would fade because it was so silky and so smooth going on. I was like, oh, this is bound to like either disintegrate or melt away, but it stayed intact. And yeah, I think that concludes this video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize again for my exhausted, worn out face. And yeah, I highly recommend if you want a new bronzer. And this is really a true cream to powder finish, something which I really do enjoy. It didn't look chalky, it didn't look muddy. But yeah, I am so happy that I finally did this video. I am so excited to upload more content for you guys and more videos. I have a whole heap lined up. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I love you guys with all my heart, and I'll catch you, my beautiful best friends, in the next video. Bye!